This is a fun little plinker. This is another build that I have built, and in my opinion, it's one of the sweetest, most accurate 22 pistol builds I have ever put together. Ladies and gentlemen, let's release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken!
All right, I'm gonna take my ears out. You guys all the time say, hey, Plinkster, you need to wear ear protection even with 22 LR. Well, I always wear hearing protection. You just can't see it all the time. Now, this is the Kraken lower by Tandem Cross, okay? This red frame here. Now, this is, this lower's been out for a couple of months now, and I've been shooting it, and I'm kind of digging it. On top of here is the Vukoritson LLV competition upper. We're going to go into some specs here in just a minute. But what makes this, this setup a little bit different than that of your Ruger Mark IV is how it's kind of put together and how it feels in your hand. This is on a 2245 frame. It just feels good in the hands with these grips. These are Tandem Cross grips also. But it feels good in my hands because of this. With this ultralight upper on this pistol and this Kraken lower, it's balanced, okay? Sometimes you can get a heavier barrel and a lighter, like a polymer lower, and it's kind of top heavy, the pistol is, or you can go with an aluminum with a shorter barrel and it's kind of, lower heavy. This exact setup balances in my hands better than probably any custom pistol that I have ever built. It's just there. There's no nose heaviness. There's no, the back side of it, there's not any heaviness back here that's making it go, the muzzle to flip forward. It's just well balanced. So that's going to mean that you can hold on your target much easier, especially with those follow-up shots. Now, what makes this different than a regular 2245 Mark IV, you've got the takedown button right here on the back, is that there's a little bitty Allen screw right here. That's how you take this down. So one screw disassembly and your upper will come off, bolt and everything else out. And I know what you're probably thinking, well, that's just a tool that I have to use to take apart the gun. Yes, now it's much better than the Ruger Mark I, IIs, and IIIs where you've got to stand on one leg, stick your tongue out sideways, hold the pistol upside down, dry fire, and all that other good stuff. You still have all the benefits of the Ruger Mark IV taking it down, but it's just one Allen screw. The reason why this is because, in my opinion, the regular Ruger Mark IVs, straight from the factory, one of the accuracy problems that they have is this lock-up system here. On some of the Mark IVs, if you own one, you can kind of take it and do this right here, and you can feel a little bit of wiggle right here in the rear. That does affect accuracy. I know good and well that my Ruger Mark IIs are more accurate straight out of the box than a Ruger Mark IV out of the box, just because of the locking system. Now with this screw in the back of the Kraken, in the back of the frame here, that locks it down, so therefore you're getting the most accurate pistol, in my opinion, in the Ruger Mark IV platform. All right, let's do some more shooting. Got my ears back in here, and I've got loaded up some magazines with some CCI standard velocity ammunition. It's a lead bullet, 40 grain bullet, traveling at 1,070 feet per second. All right, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a white target, little round target at 100 yards down there. The sun's making it kind of hard to see. I'm gonna try to hit it a few times. No promises, but we're gonna try. I know I can hit the big target every time, but that's a little bit too big with this pistol. Oh, there we go, there's a hit. Oh, there's a hit. So yeah, that little bitty 3-inch plate at 100, this pistol will shoot. All right. I've had a lot of caffeine this morning, so I am a little shaky. I may take this pistol, this exact setup, to Worlds with me this year, World Rimfire competition, and it's actually in Tennessee this year. I may take this pistol there and I may just end up winning it. Not really. I just don't want to get disqualified or finish last. All right, let's go musical targets fast. All right, now that we did some shooting, we did some talking about it, let's go over some of the really, really cool features of this pistol. All right, for the ones of you that are watching this video to learn something, here we go. For the ones of you that just clicked on this video to watch me shoot it, we're going to do some more shooting here in a minute, but I've got to talk about everything. It's kind of a lot. First off, the little compact reflex sight on top here, this is the CTS 1250. This is a great little sight. It's pretty new from Crimson Trace. And what's cool about this upper, this Verkortsen competition upper, is they lightened it by taking the pick rail off the top. So you have direct mounts right here on top for different lengths. So if you want your red dot mounted all the way forward or all the way to the rear or right here in the middle, you can do that, okay? And this upper fits most of your common red dot sights. So that cuts down on the weight on this upper. Now it is threaded, 1/2x28. This one has the comp. And over here on this side, you have your thumb rest, okay? And you also have another thumb rest right here. This thumb rest doubles as the safety. Okay, you have the extended magazine release. That's a lifesaver, so you're with a little bit wider grips, okay? These grips are a little bit wider than your custom or your factory 22-45 grips, and they're just, there's no easier way to say it, but they're just really squishy. They feel really good in your hand. It's locked in when you get it in there, but you don't have to hunt for the magazine release. So if you're doing some speed changes really, really quick, it helps a lot, this little magazine, extended magazine release. Now inside of here, I do have a Verkortsen sear and hammer, okay? And I do have the tandem cross trigger. This trigger is adjustable for travel and take up. This trigger, I haven't put it on the scale, but with this Verkortsen hammer and everything else in here, I'm thinking this trigger's breaking about 1.5 pounds. It is very, very light. The reset is very short and it breaks like glass. If you ever shot a Verkortsen trigger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And in the rear here, I've got a Verkortsen bolt, and let me see what else we need to talk about it. But yeah, this pistol, since the Kraken, you've got this little bitty screw, this set screw or lockdown screw right here in the rear. It just brings everything tight. And if you have a wobbly upper onto a lower, which a lot of your Mark IVs do, that affects the accuracy, or affects the accuracy. I get those two mixed up, but it does affect the accuracy. So when you lock it down with just this one little screw, it's locked in there, and I can shoot some very, very tight groups. And you saw what I just did on a 3.5, 4-inch plate at 100 yards. You know, I hit it like 2 out of 5 times. It's just an awesome setup. I really dig the setup. Not only does it shoot really, really well, but it looks cool. I'm gonna load up some magazines. We're gonna finish the video and do some more shooting. I think I talked about everything that I need to talk about. But you know, you also got the stippling, well, not the stippling, but the laser engraved indentions right here on the back of the pistol. So it's just fits really good in your hands. I don't know what else more I can say. If you get a chance to hold one of these guys in this exact configuration, you'll fall in love with it just like I did. All right, let's load some magazines. Let's do some more shooting. All right, got the Kraken loaded up here with some more CCI ammunition. Let's just finish the video up with a little bit more plinking. Oh, that was cool. Man, the only problem with this pistol, it runs out of ammunition really quick. Wow. Out of all my builds that I have built, this has to be one of the most accurate, the most fun. There is no muzzle rise to this whatsoever. Once your thumbs are locked down here and with this Verkortsen comp, it doesn't move. It is such a fun little plinker. Guys, if you have any questions whatsoever about this build, you can ask them in the comments below. Go over to my Facebook page, Instagram page, or Twitter pages and ask those questions there. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep plinking.